Welcome to What You Missed Today from Voice of Emirates, an AI-powered daily news bulletin where we bring you a concise roundup of the top stories we have covered since this morning, from local, Arab and international news to economy, entertainment, sports and lifestyle. I'm the virtual presenter for Voice of Emirates. Now, let's begin with the highlights of what you may have missed today. UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and Lebanese President Joseph Aoun discussed bilateral relations and regional developments during a phone call. The two leaders reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening cooperation and reviewed efforts to support Lebanon's security, stability, and broader peace across the Middle East. Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan launched the Emirates Companies for Good Strategy 2031 and honored the winners of the Community Impact Medal. The strategy aims to strengthen private sector participation in sustainability, social responsibility, and national development, while recognizing companies that create meaningful community impact. Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Global Initiatives has launched a new digital education initiative covering 6 African countries. The program aims to expand access to online learning, equip schools with digital tools, and empower students and teachers, reinforcing the UAE's commitment to advancing education across underserved communities. Dubai Customs and Dubai Police have foiled an attempt to smuggle nearly 279,000 pregabalin tablets in a joint security operation. Authorities said the seizure reflects the effectiveness of advanced inspection systems and close coordination between security agencies to combat drug trafficking and protect the community. And from the international news, Libyan authorities have opened an investigation after a fire broke out at an internal security agency headquarters in Tripoli. Civil defense teams contained the blaze, with no casualties reported so far, while technical teams inspect the site to determine the cause and assess material damage. Shipping traffic through the Strait of Hormuz is regaining momentum, with 258 vessels crossing the strategic waterway over the past week. The increase signals improving maritime activity following recent tensions, although shipping companies continue to monitor the security situation closely. Europe's highest court has upheld a €4.1 billion antitrust fine against Google, ending an 8-year legal battle. The court ruled that Google abused Android's market dominance by favoring its own search engine and Chrome browser, reinforcing the EU's tough stance on big tech. The Palestinian Journalists Syndicate has defended the professional integrity of journalists killed in Gaza, rejecting attempts to question their status or credibility. The union called for international accountability and reaffirmed that journalists must be protected under international law while carrying out their work. And from the political news, Iraqi officials met with a Jordanian ministerial delegation to strengthen the strategic partnership between the two countries. Discussions focused on expanding cooperation in trade, investment, energy, and infrastructure, while reaffirming their commitment to advancing joint economic projects and regional cooperation. The Israeli military says it has uncovered Hezbollah military infrastructure in southern Lebanon, following the recently signed framework agreement. According to the army, the sites included weapons and military facilities, adding that operations will continue as implementation of the US-backed agreement moves forward. Algeria is awaiting the results of its parliamentary elections after more than 10,000 candidates competed for 407 seats in the People's National Assembly. The vote is seen as a key political milestone, with attention focused on voter turnout and the balance of power in the next parliament. And from the business news, Dubai financial market attracted 44,200 new investor accounts during the first half of 2026, reflecting growing confidence in the Emirates capital markets. The increase was driven by strong market performance, new listings, and rising participation from both local and international investors. Emirates Global Aluminium has completed the first phase of restarting operations at its Al Tawila site. The company said the milestone marks steady progress in restoring production following earlier disruptions, with recovery efforts continuing under a phased plan to safely return facilities to full capacity. Dubai entrepreneurs, in partnership with global venture capital firm Antler, has launched a new academy to support startup founders. The initiative will equip entrepreneurs with training, mentorship, and investment opportunities, reinforcing Dubai's ambition to become a global hub for innovation and high-growth startups under the D33 agenda. And from the science and technology news, NASA has announced an unusual challenge for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. If the United States wins the title, the agency will send a soccer ball to the moon aboard a future Artemis mission. The symbolic pledge aims to inspire both soccer fans and the next generation of space explorers. Google has dismantled a cyber network allegedly linked to an Israeli company that was used to facilitate cyber attacks. The operation targeted malicious infrastructure involved in digital espionage and online attacks. As the tech giant said, it continues working with partners to strengthen global cybersecurity. Apple is reportedly preparing to enter the foldable smartphone market with ambitious sales targets for its first foldable iPhone. The company expects the device to drive millions of sales, as it aims to compete in the premium foldable segment, with a launch anticipated in 2026. And what you might missed from art and entertainment news, Iraqi singer Kadim Al-Sahir has officially opened ticket sales for his highly anticipated concert in Istanbul. The performance is expected to draw thousands of fans from across the region as the celebrated artist prepares to present a selection of his timeless classics and latest musical works. The official poster for Kali Balak Min Nafsak has taken social media by storm, fueling excitement ahead of the film's release. The movie reunites Yasmin Abdelaziz and Ahmed El Saka after more than 2 decades, making it one of the year's most anticipated Egyptian productions. The action film Samson and Delilah is set to hit cinemas on July 8th, joining the summer movie season. Starring Ahmed El Awadi and Mai Omar in their first film together, the production promises action, suspense, and romance as audiences eagerly await its theatrical debut. We conclude our roundup with the top sports news stories you might have missed. Abu Dhabi has stepped up preparations to host the JJIF Youth World Championship this August. Organizers are finalizing venues, logistics, and operational plans as the UAE aims to deliver a world-class event and reinforce Abu Dhabi's position as a global capital for jiu-jitsu. Spain advanced to the World Cup round of 16 with a commanding 3-0 victory over Austria. Mikel Oyarzabal starred with 2 goals, while Pedro Porro added the third as La Roja dominated throughout. Spain will now face Portugal in a highly anticipated last 16 clash. That was your roundup of what you may have missed today from Voice of Emirates. For the full stories, visit our website and follow us on social media for the latest updates. Thank you for watching. See you next time.